All right, let's look at solving side-side-side problems. Um, I want to just do this example down here, and as I'm doing it, I'll refer back to these three steps that are up here. So first thing I'm going to do is draw my triangle. Now your triangle doesn't need to be to scale or anything like that, but I am gonna at least get the sides. Um, the longest side is 25 here, so I'm going to make the longest side of the thing I drew 25. The shortest side is 18, and the one in the middle is 20. Then I'm going to label my angles um, opposite those. All right, the one thing you need to be careful with here is you want to use the law of cosines to solve for the largest angle first. Reason is, this is the only angle that could possibly be larger than 90 degrees, is the largest one. And in this case, it's going to be B because it's opposite the longest side. So if you solve for the largest angle first on these, then later when you use the law of cosines to find the other angles, you know those remaining angles are going to be acute, and so you don't have to worry about is the angle I get going to be a first quadrant angle or a second quadrant angle or whatever. So solve for the largest angle first. All right, so the largest angle here is B. So first step, find B. All right, to do that, we're going to use this version of it. B squared equals A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cosine B. All right, so let's see. B squared is, well, 25 squared equals 20 squared plus 18 squared minus 2 times A times C cosine B. All right, so let's work this out. 25 squared is 625. Let's see, I believe that's going to be 724 there. 20 squared plus 18 squared. Yeah, 724 minus 2 times 20 times 18. That's 720 cosine B. I have a visitor. All right, so I'm going to take that 724 off of both sides and do 625 minus 724, and that gives me negative 99. So negative 99 is negative 720 cosine B. And so now I'm going to divide both sides of this. So I get 99 over 720 equals cosine B. All right, so I'm going to do 99 divided by 720, or rather, I'm going to do inverse cosine of 99 over 720. And this is going to give me the angle. So my angle here is 82.1 degrees. On all these, I'm going to round to the nearest tenth of a degree. So 82.1. And so that's the first thing to find. Next up, we need to find either one of these other angles. And it makes no difference which one you find next. And it says to use law of sines to find the next angle. Truth is, you could use law of cosines to find the next angle if you wanted. Law of sines is usually a little quicker though. So step 2, let's find angle C. So sine C over C, or what is C? 18. Sine C over 18 is sine B over B, which is 25. I'm going to multiply both sides of this by 18. And so I've got 18 sine 82.1, close parenthesis, divided by 25. This gives me 0.713 for sine C. 713, yada, yada, yada. Now, I'm going to take the inverse sine of that here by doing inverse sine of answer. That way I get all those decimal places in there. I don't want to just type in 0.713. So when I do that, I get 45.49. So 45.5 is what we'll round to. And lastly, we have to find angle A. And again, there are several ways we could find angle A. We could use the law of cosines to find it. We could use the law of sines to find it. But the quickest way to do it is to use this right here. So angle A is going to be 180 minus angle B minus angle C. So that's going to be 180 minus 82.1 minus 45.5 is 52.4 degrees. So those are my answers there, angles A, B, and C. And that's how you do pretty much every side problem.